Hi everybody and welcome to Homestead. Tessie. Today in this video I'm going to show you how I shop at the thrift store on our $800 a month challenge. On a damp and rainy day we decided that we were going to go to the thrift store since we were in the area. Surprise everyone! Let's go thrifting. Hi everybody and welcome. I am Homestead Tessie. You can just call me Tessie. I have a lot of new subscribers and I want to welcome all of you. For the last 8 years on YouTube, I have always had a Thrifty Thursday. Now, I don't have them every week, but I do go to the thrift store a few times a month, maybe twice a month. So let's go today and let's see what we can find. This is a new building, but it's a very old thrift store that I have been going to for about 38 years. So what can we find today? I really like this thrift store. I just have to be very careful because it is higher priced than what it used to be, but I can always find some treasures. So I want you to look real good while we go shopping together, and I want you to tell me, what are you seeing that you would like? So many times people will say, hey, take a look at this for me next time you go. How much was that? And well, everything is usually gone by the next week or the next. So they usually don't have things very long. But I'm looking for bargains and old-fashioned things. So what I'm looking for is what the general shopper is not looking for. Most of the shoppers are looking for newer things, and I like the old stuff. Stuff like this. So this is fun. And they have all the old stuff together. And I look everywhere because sometimes things are just put in a corner somewhere where not everybody sees it. It's a huge store and it is always something different. I'm not sure where they're getting all the stuff because they're getting a lot more items than what they used to have. Now, I don't shop seasonal, so I don't do a whole lot of Christmas decorating, so I never even look at the seasonal items. I just decorate in the season naturally. So I don't buy decorative like Christmas ornaments and things like that. But I do like to look for things that are like a cabin. So I have a mobile home cabin. I call it that. It just looks like that. And I was really looking for some material to work on a project, but my pocketbook is a little bit empty these days. So I'm not just picking anything that fancies my eye. It has to have the right price tag with it. And that's getting really hard. It's not as easy to find things as I used to. Not with the good price tag on it. And of course, my favorite section. But I want old-fashioned books. I don't want the new ones. I want the old ways of living. And I did find some treasures hidden in this video. I wonder if you could pick it out, what I found. I take the longest at the books because the books are something I fancy. And if you see a title in here, just go to Thrift Books. You can get it probably for about the same price that I can. Thrift Books is an amazing store online. You can get really cheap books. Do you see any books that you like? Alright, so I just got back from the thrift store and I want to show you what I got. Now, it was under $10 again, so I only paid $9 and some change. I'll have to get the receipt out. But let me show you. It's not about the quantity of the things, it's about the quality. And, drum roll please, you won't believe this. Look, Peter Rabbit. Now I am taking these flowers out of it. I do not need these. So now all of a sudden it has a really bad gash in the bottom of it, but everything else is perfect and I paid $3.99. I know, I just said I don't buy like things to set around, but this was so gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. I'm gonna put this with my figurines I have the Peter Rabbit figurines that Beth gave me, and this is going in the house because I thought I was going to use it, but I think this is a collector's item. So I got this for $3.99. All right, now remember, I spend under $10. I got this book for $2, The Forest Feast for Kids. And what I liked about it was, it is all about meatless dishes, but they are really unique and has a lot of beautiful pictures. The older I get, the more I love having pictures in my recipes. I just thought it was really unique for $2. Half off, I got The Gentle People, the story of the Amish. And this is a vintage book. So it was half 75 cents. And then I got for $1, The Amish Country. I know, it's a theme. You all know I love the Amish. I love the simplicity of the Amish, and I like picture books in the evening so I can rest my eyes and just look at the pictures. So I really like books like this. I do studying, but then in the evening I just like to sit and look at magazines. There is a beautiful viewer who sent me for Christmas the magazine from Iowa, and it's so much fun because I can look at the pictures and I enjoy it. So I got that for $1. And then I got this for $1, which is antique, 1917, and it's Bible stories for children. But it was just, I couldn't pass it up for $1. $1, everyone. I mean, this is going to go with my collection. I have a collection of really old books, and normally they price these books a lot more. I'm wondering if this was an accident, that they actually were going to price this more. I don't know, because normally the books are priced a lot more than that. And then I got one other thing, and that's it, and it's practical. I needed this for my dish soap, and it was $1, and it's all biodegradable. It's brand new, and I thought this is kind of neat. I'm going to use it for my dish soap, and that way I can use the pump here to pump it out. Hopefully it all works. Oh, it does. So I can use this, and that way I don't have to use so much at one time. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with my homemade dish soap. So you can live on a low budget and still have a little bit of money to do something fun. So maybe you rather, instead of go to the thrift store, you'd rather go to Starbucks and get yourself a coffee. You know, I'm pretty much spent the same amount of money. For me, I love old things, and we were going by and we were going right past it. So I spent $9.39. And I also want to thank a viewer for sponsoring this video. So thank you so much. That was very kind of you. And that sure does help a lot. So in retrospect, I didn't spend anything, but this is what I would have spent. Well, there you go, everyone. That was my Thrifty Thursday. And it looks like it's going to rain today. So I'm really excited. I thought I would sit and talk to you just a moment. I'm really excited. I got a confirmation about something that was laid on my heart, and the confirmation is just to share with you my journey of living on $800 a month, and that is my journey. And so I'm going to talk to you a lot about in my videos, you know, how do we do this? How do we do that? You know, how can we live on $800 a month but still have try to save a little bit of money?
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end.
Oh, it works perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this off and put it at my sink.
'Cause you've been a good friend.
So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I want to say a special thank you to all of my new subscribers, and I hope that you continue to watch my videos. I am going to be sharing a lot of different content that is going to show you and showcase my life here on the homestead, living very frugal.